I mean, I think the reason is because they make it seem like it's really backed up by science. But then what science are they referring to? I don't know. But like that's their sell, is like, this is rational, logical, scienceful. And so I think that is kind of what grows it. And also it's that self-righteous victimhood that I think is also feeding the beast in each person that follows it, because it makes them go, yeah, it's not my fault. It's women's fault. It's these people's fault. And so that I think also kind of makes it more viral, rather than just kind of like silly men in big fluffy hats and, you know, looking, you know, ridiculous, not because they like looking ridiculous, but because they think that's going to get them, you know, have women attracted to them, and give all of these different pieces of advice pickup artists did, but they didn't really go, oh, well, this is backed up by my science, blah, blah, blah. And I'm guessing that's what it is, but I'm wondering, are you seeing something similar to what I am? And if so, why do you think it is?
Well, it's a long story, but we're now at the point where we can no longer talk about the red pill without also talking about the black pill. And so I don't know if this is something that you're familiar with, but it needs to be talked about.
Okay.
So the red pill, I mean, for those who don't know, it's super basic. The red pill is a reference to The Matrix from 1999, and it basically says that, like, if you take the red pill, you will, become awakened to this true reality that you didn't see. And kind of like you were saying before, that reality for a lot of these men is that society is controlled by women, and that men are the real victims, and they've conditioned you into thinking that they're the victims through toxic femininity, or whatever buzzword they're using that day. But the black pill is so much more dangerous. The black pill is essentially relational determinism, where, okay, relationships are predetermined. Like, you were either born an alpha or you were born a beta. You were either born attractive or you were born ugly. And women are born to choose certain types of men. You're not one of those men. A troll who would take the red pill, and something like a school shooter who's going to take the black pill. Isolation, complete disenfranchisement, a full detachment from society, coupled with the loudest voices you've ever heard on the internet egging them on. If you think back, for example, to the awful massacre that occurred in a black church, it was live streamed on 8kun with a bunch of people saying, he did it, he did it, he did it. I can't believe it's such a good job, man. It's really, really messed up. And so we can no longer talk about the red pill and the black pill independently, because what's happening is much in the way that there's a pipeline from a guy like Jordan Peterson into becoming full-on red pill. There is now an extension of that pipeline that takes us exactly from the red pill to the black pill, and that's where violence happens. So we need to be really careful about that.
Yeah.